Addiction can wreak havoc on the relationships that are closest to us. Isolation and disconnection are familiar to many people who struggle with addiction, but by equipping yourself with the right tools, you can mend your relationships and build strong connections with others in the future. Hi, I'm Perrin, a licensed clinician with Sandstone Care, and today we're going to talk about building healthy relationships while you're in recovery. In this video, I'll be sharing 5 tips for fostering strong and helpful relationships. Tip number 1, communicate effectively. It's important to be honest, open, and clear in your communication with others, and it's important to express your needs, wants, and feelings in a respectful way. Effective communication is a two-way street, so it's also important to listen actively to others and validate their feelings, and to request the same from your loved ones. By communicating clearly and honestly with those you encounter, you can strengthen your relationships and build trust with others. So in order to communicate effectively, you can use DBT skills like Dear Man to plan ahead about what you'd like to talk about. For describe, you're going to clearly communicate the facts about the situation. With express, you're going to use I statements such as I felt. Assert, clearly state what you want or need. Reinforce, reward the other person if they respond well to you. You can do this simply by thanking them. Mindfulness is being present in the moment and continuing the conversation non-judgmentally. Appear confident. Use body language to show confidence even if you don't have it. Negotiate. Know what you're willing to accept, be willing to compromise, and also know where your boundaries are. Tip number 2, set boundaries. It's important to establish boundaries that protect your sobriety and your mental health. This means setting limits on your interactions with people who may trigger your addictive behaviors or those who do not support your recovery. It's also important to set boundaries with yourself, such as limiting your exposure to negative thoughts or feelings by reframing or engaging in a healthy distraction. By setting boundaries, you can grow and protect your relationships with others and effectively communicate the way that you prefer to be treated. A boundary could be anything from just saying no to a friend who is asking you for a ride, or telling someone that you are not comfortable with something that they're doing. Tip number 3, practice empathy. This means putting yourself in someone else's shoes and working to understand their perspective. Empathy helps you build connections with others and foster a sense of understanding and compassion. It's important to remember that everyone has their own struggles and challenges. By practicing empathy, you can build stronger and more meaningful relationships by keeping those in mind. Empathy is different from sympathy. When we think about sympathy, we're talking about putting a silver lining around something or making it seem better than it is. With empathy, we want the person we're talking to feel heard, so we're reflecting back the emotions that they're experiencing. Tip number 4, build a support system. Recovery can be challenging, and having a strong support system can make all the difference. This can include family members, friends, peers, and professionals. It's important to have people in your life who can provide emotional support, guidance, and encouragement when you need it the most. With a support system, you really want to look for people who feel trustworthy and who you feel safe around. You're not going to feel comfortable having a conversation with someone who is reinforcing the shame that you already feel. Tip number 5, practice self-care. This means taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental health. In recovery, it's important to prioritize personal activities such as exercise, healthy eating, relaxation techniques, and therapy. When you're thinking about self-care, don't try to focus on everything at once. Maybe pick 3 to 5 small goals that you can work on every day. These goals could be as small as brushing your teeth, which helps with hygiene, or doing a meditation. When you practice self-care, you can improve your overall well-being and strengthen your relationships with others. Building healthy relationships is essential to your overall well-being and long-term recovery. If you want to learn more about substance use or mental health treatment options, then go to sandstonecare.com or call the number below. We'll get to know you so that we can connect you with the support that you need, even if it's not with us. Change is possible, and Sandstone Care is here to help.